Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. I just want to do a quick post-game discussion for today's Patriots versus Saints game. The Patriots came out again on the short end. They're now 1-2, which is not bode well for them going against Tampa Bay next week. I don't see them having much of a chance after the way they played today. I thought it would be better today. I don't think Mac Jones. I don't think. Let's start with the quarterback. I don't think it was really necessarily his fault. He made a couple bad decisions, but nothing to really warrant putting a lot of blame on him. Still having trouble getting the ball down the field. I think that's the play calling. I don't think that's really him. Although he did try at the end of the game, but I think during trash time, I think he's just kind of chucking it up there and seeing if he was, trying to force stuff in there because he's running out of time. Overall, I think he did okay. I think the large problem today's game was they didn't run the ball. They couldn't run the ball. Couldn't protect the quarterback. I forget how many times he was, not just sacked. I think he got sacked twice. Hurried, knocked down, hit. I mean, the offensive line so far this season has been absolutely terrible between protecting the quarterback and the running game. Both has been pretty much non-existent. They said they're going to be better against the run, which I guess they were. And New Orleans had 142 yards on the ground, but I don't think that's as bad as it sounds. I mean, the lead rusher had 89 yards. That's not too bad, but I think their defense played better. I think they kept them in this game for the most part. I mean, they Patriots threw away two touchdowns to the Saints. So I mean, if you take that away, they only score 14 points, but that's not necessarily true. They could have scored more. Who knows? That's just off the turnovers. Overall, I think the offense it just didn't have it. It hasn't had it yet. I think it's been somewhat efficient. It's been kind of I don't know. I think it's been kind of a little odd. Like today was a rough game to watch. They just couldn't get anything going. They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't protect the quarterback. Nobody's really getting open. It's kind of more of the same. Jacoby Myers is like the only guy that's getting open. And Harris, their running back, he had ran the ball 6 times. I don't know why they didn't run the ball more. It seems kind of strange. And then they know they lost James White early. I know last week that he kind of helped them. I think a little bit. They used him. Last week in the situations they used him in, I think he helped them tremendously. So losing him is not gonna be good. I don't think the Saints played fantastic either. I think Jameson Winston already have 120 yards thrown. That's not exactly lights out either. I mean, so I don't think either team did really that well. I think the Saints defense really played well, but their offense, both offenses, I think played pretty bad. I think it's just the Saints game got help with the turnovers and scoring points off of turnovers. Obviously, that's part of the game. But I don't think either offense is going to be all that great this year. I know the Saints beat Green Bay early in the season, but it's still Jameson Winston. I don't think he's going to be great. I still don't think he's the quarterback that's going to be their future quarterback. I don't know what they're going to do after this season. I don't follow the Saints a lot. I mean, I also know who they are. I mean, I think after Drew Brees, I just don't think Jameson Winston is the answer. I think 128 yards on throwing the ball. I forget how many years he's been in the league now. 4 or 5 years, I don't recall exactly, but he should be better than that. Their running game, Kamara, I think is definitely helps their game a lot. So at least they got that going for them. And then their defense is pretty solid, I would say. Just their offense, New England's offense, neither one is really that good. I mean, Mac Jones is just a quarterback. That's a rookie, so I mean, they take that into account. What was he, 30, 51, so 30, 51 times saved for 270 yards. That's not, I mean, he's getting better. I would say it's just how many have receivers that I can over John, was it, I'm trying to remember which guy it was. John Smith dropped how many passes today? 4 or 5 passes today. He's supposed to be one of the better tight ends. I don't think he's really done that great so far this year. I'm hoping it's just one of those games where nothing goes right. I think it seems like the Patriots always have a couple of those every year where everything that goes bad does go bad. It's going to be a long season. I was expecting them to be fantastic, especially with They're a young team, and I don't think the receivers are they're not number ones. I don't think Kendrick Bourne and Aguilar are number one receivers. I think on another team there might be a number two or maybe receiver maybe. I just don't think that they're fantastic. I think this is just it's better than what they have last year. I think that this is just to get through this year. I think they probably going to upgrade in the off season. But overall today, I thought it was a pretty brutal game. Even though the Saints won by 15, it was just hard to watch. Both teams weren't really helping themselves except for the defense. The defenses played well, and the turnovers was what ultimately called the score in this game, I think. Let's see what happens in the next week against Tampa Bay. I don't see it going well for the Patriots. I mean, Tampa Bay, I think, just has too much talent. But obviously, they're going to struggle so far. They don't beat the Jets, and the Jets are not good. They lost to Miami. I think Miami lost again today. And if they lose to the Saints, lose to Miami, they're going to go to Tampa Bay, which was better than both of those teams, in my opinion. I think they're going to get decimated. I just don't see it being close. The Patriots are taking way too much time to get down the field, taking them. I think the drives, 6-7 minutes just to get down the field, and they not even scoring touchdowns. Mostly just field goals, which is not good. Let's go 2 more field goals today, 1 touchdown. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. Today was just a tough game to watch. They still got a long way to go. Mac Jones, obviously, can't put a lot of blame on him. You can't protect the quarterback. He doesn't have any time to throw. You're not going to get very far. Patriots offensive line has got to get better. I know it's still early in the season, and they're missing a couple of guys on the offensive line. They're still they got to get a lot better than what they've been. Guys in the backfield way too soon, and he's got to protect the quarterback better and get better at the run game. And I think they'll go a long way. You can't run the ball for 30 yards a game and expect to win anything. So I think that's going to do it for this video. Gonna be doing another video next week for the Tampa Bay versus New England game. If you guys want to tune in for that, I appreciate it. As always, I appreciate you tuning in to check out our videos. So hit that like and subscribe. Till next time.